What's going on, guys? Welcome back to CarX Street, where we have just received update 1.4.2, which includes not only a new online racing league, but a bunch of game improvements as well. Now, in addition to update 1.4.2, we actually have a new public test release to check out today. This one includes a difficulty selection for our opponents in the club, so we're going to be checking all of this out today. You guys know the drill. First, we're going to go through all the patch notes here on Steam, then we're going to hop in game and check out exactly what they've done. So up first here, guys, we have update 1.4.2. It says, "What's up, drivers? 1.4.2 update of CarX Street PC is available." In the new version, we have the StreetNet League. This is an online racing mode where you can compete using completely identical cars. Victory in this mode depends solely on your skills. So of course, guys, this is the big piece of this update. We're definitely going to be checking out those races in game, and then we have some game improvements as well. It says particles added to the game world, so that should be a nice graphical improvement for us. We have brake rotor heating added as well, so hopefully the brake rotors will glow as we brake more and more in the cars. That'll be really cool to see at night. Then we have license plate customization added. This is super sick. We can run good old NTNS on the back of our cars. Then we have surface irregularities have been added. I assume this is in the road, so we should have some more bumps, cracks, little potholes, and things like that to deal with. Then we have tire tracks improved as well. And finally, visual effects for getting collectible items improved. And then after that, guys, we have optimization tweaks. We have saves with a large number of cars purchased optimized. So hopefully this means it'll be a little easier for you guys to save your game if you do have a whole bunch of cars. And then we have multiplayer also optimized, races and other players' cars fixed. After that, guys, we have a nice little outro here. I don't think we really need to go over that, but we do have a public test version that we can check out after we check out the official update. This is going to be PTR 1.5.0, and what they've added here is opponent difficulty selection in clubs. I'm definitely curious to check that out. This is a huge feature that should make it a little bit more accessible for new drivers and a little bit more challenging for advanced drivers as well. So first things first here, guys, let's hop into the official update. We're going to check out some of the game improvements as well as the StreetNet League. Then we're going to head over to the PTR version and we're going to check out that difficulty adjustment as well. All right, guys, so here we are in game, where as you can see off the rip here, we have some really nice particle effects, a lot more leaves and things floating around than we're typically used to here in the city at sunset. Now, typically I don't like to start a recording at sunset because I usually don't like to record at night. However, this is actually going to work out pretty well for us because if the brake rotors are going to glow, we should be able to see those a little bit better at night as well. So first things first, we are going to be getting some free mode drifts here in the 240, checking out some of the road surface imperfections as well as those glowing rotors. But before we start any of that, I do want to check out the custom license plates. All right, guys, so if you head into the styling section of the styling shop, you'll notice that we have a couple different license plate designs to choose from. We have white with black letters, white with black with the Japanese writing, black with white letters, black with white with the Japanese writing. Then we have black with white with the red stripe, black with yellow with the red stripe, black, yellow, red stripe with a design in the back. I don't know if you guys can see that, might be a little dark on the video. And then we have a black and white design with the yellow writing and the red stripe as well. I think on this car, I'm kind of vibing with the yellow writing with the red stripes, so we're going to run that for today. Now, they did add a color option here for the plate frame, which is pretty cool. However, unfortunately, if you do go with a custom color, it only goes so dark. I wanted a black frame, but unfortunately, I can only get this like medium gray. The brightness slider only goes about this dark, so that's interesting. I think that looks good enough, so I guess we can run that for today. Now, unfortunately, I'm not seeing the ability to change the letters on the plate itself. Obviously, I would have been looking to run NTNS with the custom lettering, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but we have some cool plates to choose from just to spice up the car a little bit more. All right, guys, so heading out into the overworld here, name of the game is going to be to get these rotors to glow, so we are going to be nice and aggressive, just do some left foot braking, really put these brakes through their paces, and hopefully we'll see a nice glowing rotor effect here at night. Should be a little bit easier to see in the dark, so this actually worked out pretty well for us. I'm just roasting these brakes, dude. Got my controller next to me for the camera, and I am not seeing anything yet. I'm thinking we might need a little bit more speed here, guys. It might be a speed-based thing, so you know what? I'm gonna just hit some straights here and slam the brakes. Rip my brakes. Here we go. Come on now. Come on now. Anything? Hey, there we go. Look at that, dude. That looks sick. Oh, that's so cool. So yes, I did have to rip it pretty hard and then like slam on the brakes. I don't think left foot braking is gonna get them all heated up at lower speeds, but if you absolutely rip into the thing, do like 120 maybe, and then just slam the brakes. And again, I don't really have very high brake pressure, but that should heat them up, and there they are. That's such a cool effect, man. Now, while we're out here drifting, I actually want to see if I can feel some of these road imperfections a little bit more. Honestly, off the rip, it doesn't feel too different, but I wasn't really paying attention to it because I was trying to get my brakes to light up, so maybe we'll feel some of the cracks and stuff in the road a little bit more here. I think there's a couple cracks over here that we can drive on. I don't know if I'm feeling them, but it is the city too, so I can try some of the back roads as well. But the road feels pretty much the same to me. Doesn't feel too much different, at least on the G920. I don't know if maybe if you guys have more advanced wheels, maybe you'll feel something a little bit more, but honestly, the road feel feels pretty much the same as it has in the past, which honestly I don't think is a bad thing. Oh, I felt a little bump there, so it might be a placebo, but I feel like maybe I am feeling a little bit of a difference. I'm really enjoying this, man, honestly. I'm having a lot of fun out here. I've been playing CarX on wheel a little bit more. I don't know, I just like the feel of this game. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I feel like I'm feeling a little bit more of a bump here and there as I drift on these back roads. modes. So that's pretty cool. That's a nice addition. I like that a lot. Now I'm gonna spin it around here and go back down the downhill. It said tire tracks have been improved as well, so we'll check out some of the tire tracks we laid down as we ran the uphill. And honestly, they look the same to me. I mean, tire tracks are tire tracks, but I do kind of miss the days when this game first came out. We used to be able to lay down unlimited tire tracks and like pave a road of tire rubber, which was honestly so funny, and I kind of miss that, but these look pretty good, man. I'm definitely not complaining about these tire tracks. They seem to be staying a good bit as well. I mean, we're all the way back down to where we started drifting on that run, and there's plenty of tire tracks, so that's cool to see. I think that's everything for game improvements, guys, so I'm going to hop into a StreetNet League here as the sun comes up and check out some of those races as well. We're on the wheel for today, so I don't know how competitive I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna do my best. We're gonna send it, and we're gonna see what we can do. Let's get one more glowy brakes in here. 125, hit the brakes. I'm like grabbing my whole wheel stand so I don't go flying back. And look at that, man. I'm a big fan of this. All right, guys, so we are here signed up for our first StreetNet League race. Unfortunately, it looks like no one's joining, so this might be a little bit of a population issue, unfortunately, with the player base of this game. I don't know if you guys are going to be guaranteed to get opponents in every StreetNet League race, so that's something to keep in mind here, guys, as you sign up. We just sat here for about a minute and a half. The timer's about to end, and we did not have enough people to start the race. So, a little bit of a bummer. I did hop into a C5 car to see if maybe switching lobbies would help with the registration. It looks like we are gonna have the same problem here though, guys. So, unfortunately, we're only on day 2 here of StreetNet even being a thing, and it looks like the player base might be dwindling to the point where we might not even have people to race, but I am gonna keep trying until we can get a race because I definitely wanna check this out for today. All right, guys, so we did call in the big guns here. I got my man Wix in a Discord call with us. He's gonna jump into one of these StreetNet races for us because honestly, I've been looking for about a half hour and not a single person has joined. So we have Wix for today. He's gonna jump into one of these StreetNet race leagues, and we're gonna smoke him, dude. I'm just kidding. Wix plays this game a lot. All right, guys, here we go. First ever StreetNet race league, and we are in some BMWs. I got a terrible launch there, and Wix is going to smoke me here.
Get smoked.
Awful. I don't even remember what my nitrous button is. Oh man, do I have? I thought it was one of my paddles. Oh no. Oh god.
Let's go.
Oh god, we're killing it, Wix. What is my? Oh, nitrous is B. All right, you're cooked now. You're cooked now that I know what my nitrous actually is. Come back time. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god, please. Please turn.
Car's actually not that bad. I thought it was gonna be terrible. Come on, I gotta lock in here. This is some terrible driving. I also should have told you I absolute big brained this, and I'm on the wheel, so this is probably gonna go very poorly for me. But
unfortunate.
You're so mean. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm gonna use you as brakes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Big pass.
No!
Pro level driver here.
Actual dirty driver. Unreal.
So sorry. Maybe it's a good thing we're not in a public race doing this to actual people, because you know Wix isn't an actual person. He's just Wix. We're fine. We can do whatever we need to win a race with him. Oh no! I deserve that. I deserved it. How are you going so fast?
Just hit the gas. It's not that hard.
Thank you for that. Oh man, he's gonna beat us. No! Well, that's StreetNet. You're such a jerk, dude.
No, come on, no!
So after a very generous wait up from Wix there so that we could look like the hero in the video, that's StreetNet, guys. You get put in the same car and you race. So it's all based on skill. Obviously, Wix a lot more skill than me, but obviously, too, there is a population issue. So it was super tough for us to even find a race. I think that's gonna be the big thing with this mode is just finding people to race with, but it's a great idea nonetheless. Now, of course, here too, guys, before we end today's video, I did want to hop into the PTR and check out the adjustable difficulty for the AI. So the way you're gonna adjust that is actually by going into your phone and then going into settings, over into the game category, and right up top here, second option, we have difficulty. So we have 3 settings here. We have easy, medium, and hard. Easy's not going to give you a difficulty bonus, medium is going to give you a 60% bonus, and hard is going to give you 100%. So off the rip here, guys, we're actually going to choose the easiest difficulty and see how easy it is to beat these guys on the wheel, because as Wix proved, I'm trash here, and we are going to fire up the race. So here we go, first race here on the easy AI difficulty. This car was actually pretty good, if I remember correctly, in this club progression, so hopefully we're able to beat these guys pretty easily here, as this guy absolutely sends it into the side of me. Now the Z up front is getting a decent lead on me off the rip, but I should be able to reel him in and catch him pretty quickly here. Having a struggle on the easy difficulty would be kind of embarrassing, if I'm being honest. So I gotta lock in here. This is embarrassing. Oh, we caught him. We're getting a little more comfortable. Come on, big battles. I'll push him. There we go. All right. I don't know if he like rubber banded at the end of the race or if I just got faster and he Dale Seniors me. Are you kidding me? All right, guys, attempt number 2 here on easy. Apparently easy is enough to give me a challenge on wheels. So we're actually back on the controller this time. It should be a lot faster. We're gonna see if we can beat these guys nice and easy here with the controller. Let's be honest, these guys are definitely a little aggressive, even on the easy difficulty. As you guys can see, they are aggressively holding their lines. They're dive bombing a bit. And I don't know if I would consider this necessarily easy, at least off the rip here, even on controller. There we go. How do you like it, sir? And that Z is still, maybe I wasn't that far off pace on wheel. He's pretty fast. He's pretty far out here. Catching him through here, though. Downshift early this time. There we go. All right, we should be able to get around him. Lap 1 here on controller. So it is definitely a skill issue on wheel, if we're being honest. I'm definitely a little better off here on controller. But lap 1, we're in the lead. We should be able to hold this lead here on controller on easy and get to the end of the race with a win here. So, and here we go, guys. Coming around the last few corners for lap number 3, we have a huge gap on those guys back there. Starting to settle in a little bit here on controller. And as you guys can see, we're going to be crossing the finish line before they even really get out of that last corner. So, easy difficulty. They're still a little bit aggressive as far as holding their line and dive bombing you, causing some contact and whatnot. But other than that, pretty easy to beat and definitely easy to gap once you get ahead of the pack. Let's change the difficulty over to hard and see exactly how much more difficult they are to beat. All right, guys, and here we go. Next race here, we're on the hard difficulty this time. These guys should be a lot more difficult. Yeah, right off the rip, they're launching a lot faster. I should have stayed in first gear here. We have a little bit of a challenge on our hands. I was definitely getting a lot more comfortable on the physics and whatnot at the end of last race, and it looks like pretty easily here, we're gonna squeeze out to a lead here on the hard difficulty as we are getting a little bit more comfortable, so that's interesting. We're gonna see what the pace is through the rest of the race here for sure, but off the rip, we were able to get out to a lead pretty easily. Now, this car is tuned up, and it is pretty good from what I remember, and obviously just comfort levels and whatnot are a huge factor, just getting used to the game after not playing it for a while, so hopefully we'll be able to stay out in the lead pretty easily. Or do we want to stay out in the lead, or should it be a little harder on the hard difficulty? Because honestly, right now, this is a pretty big gap for hard difficulty. I thought this would have been a little bit more difficult, which is pretty funny considering how bad I struggled on wheel on easy, but I don't want to talk about it. Gonna run a few more laps here, just try and keep up the pace, give it a good, honest, solid effort, and see exactly what the gap looks like by the end. But honestly, we're gapping these guys even more so than we were on easy on the small track. This is insane. Definitely feeling fast out here, guys. Lap number 3. 80% of the way done, and we are cooking with gas, man. We have a huge gap on those guys back there. Leaders doing okay, keeping the gap consistent, I guess. But honestly, for a hard difficulty, I would have probably expected a little bit more of a challenge out here. But definitely let me know what you guys think of the adjustable difficulty down below. So if you guys made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate y'all a ton. Huge shout out to Wix once again for joining up and helping out with the Street Net Race League. That's actually super sick. It's a great idea, and hopefully the game gets a little bit more populated, especially as the console release happens. I don't know when that's going to happen, but I am hoping that it brings more players back to the game. So once again, guys, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy these CarX Street update videos, please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe for more just like it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.